Hi everyone, today I want to talk about this Starbucks cup in Game of Thrones because it made me laugh and cry. Because what? Why? So I just wanted to discuss two main theories that now are circulating in the internet. The first one is they made a mistake. And the second one is that this was a product placement. So let's discuss the both of them because I feel like they're both incredible and I will explain why. I started to work on TV sets in 2008, so I have a little bit of experience of how they are produced, these TV shows, you know. Everything that I will talk about today, it is from my own experience, so it's not just speculating, but more like just telling how it works in the industry and seeing how this Starbucks cup ended up in the movie. So the first theory is that they made a mistake. So someone just screwed. So let's try to develop on this one. Let's imagine the situation when someone made a mistake. Who this person might be. I feel like it's just a Pretty Little Liars game, you know? Who is the A? Let's see. The actors have assistants. The assistants are people who are responsible. Basically, they're babysitting the actors. If the actor is cold, want a coffee, want tea, smoke, I don't know, whatever, they have an assistant who will bring them coffee and make sure that they're okay, and also make sure that when the scene is ready and when they are ready to start working, the system will just take out all the unnecessary objects. So there is a system responsible for the coffee of Daenerys. Let's just pretend that the assistant don't give a fuck. Okay, one person. Then the actress don't care about her job, and she also didn't say anything between the takes, and two persons. Before the start, there is always a makeup check, wardrobe check, people who will come and just, you know, make sure that everything is all right, everything looks good in the frame. So there is a makeup person, don't care about her job. Then there is a wardrobe person, then there is a sound who is always there. There is a second assistant director who is coordinating all the departments and make sure that everyone is doing their jobs and there are no mistakes involved by misunderstanding. Okay, don't care about his job, obviously. Then there is a script supervisor. This is a person whose job, literally the only job, is to avoid this type of mistakes. So basically it's a person who will look out and see in each scene with what hand the character took the cup. So if it was left hand, it should be left hand in the next scene. What are how the things were placed and stuff like this. So in editing, everything has exactly the same aspect. Also, their production department, who is responsible for everything that we see, the objects we see around in the world of characters. So they make sure that all the objects are from the time, if it is an historical movie, and that they are placed correctly, that there are no logos, and all these things. And this is a team, so it's more than one person. Okay, they didn't care about their work either. Then before we hit rec button, the director of photography with the director and their assistants are looking to the frame. So they're looking at the screen to see if everything is okay. Yeah, so I can just go on forever, but basically my point is there were like hundreds of people around and no one saw the cup or no one just cared about it. it seems impossible, like really impossible. Like you don't have like 100 of people who has eyes, and you just leave something on the table and don't see it. Weird. It's just, I don't understand how you can do this type of mistake. Like I understand when you have a low budget, zero budget movie, and one person is the director, producer, script supervisor, production, everything is one person, and then you just get distracted and you're too tired and you don't see the things, and that's it. But come on, like, I mean, so at this point you see that making this type of mistake was very weird. And by the way, if they made a mistake on setting, okay, let's just suppose in post-production there will be an assistant of editor who will prepare the material and can see this cup. Then there are the editors who will edit the scene and just deal with each frame and go back and forward and trim it and cut it, and just they know each pixel of this movie basically. Okay, they didn't see it also. Then they send the material to color correction, where there is a person who will correct each scene and make it look like the previous, make it darker, or darker, yeah, all these things. So this person also didn't see the object. And then, after all this, they have an internal screening. Because before you just get to the point where you air the episode, it should be a screening where everyone is watching and producers are approving the final cut and saying, okay, this will be like this, all good. Okay, no one saw this. Now you see how impossible, like how low is the probability that no one saw this cup. Like basically it means that everyone involved don't care about their job, or just, I don't know. Now about the second theory. It says that this is a product placement. It's a smart product placement. Okay, why I think it's not possible either. First, the cup just appears for like 1 second, which is a little bit short for a product placement, and it's a little bit dark, so it doesn't look like, I mean, if you put a product placement in a TV show like Game of Thrones, you should pay a lot of money. I don't know how much, but it's just like a lot of money. So would the company pay, like, I don't know, $1 million for product placement where you barely can see the product? No. Let's just suppose that everyone knows that the Game of Thrones fans are so meticulous and they just discover everything and they say, okay, we will just place it in a way that no one see it, but then everyone will see it and then everyone will discuss it, whatever. Let's go with this theory. Then another question is, normally the product placement, it's a placement of product in the world of the characters. So it should fit in the world. It should be something that we see, and at the same time we don't pay too much attention because it's normal. So for example, if the characters are wearing clothes and the characters drink and eat and all this, so if it is a modern story and the characters are drinking or eating, like, then you can place whatever drinking or eating product, and it is logic. Like, we should eat something, so why not McDonald's, you know? But if it is a medieval TV show and you place a modern product in it, once again, why would the company pay so much money to do this? Or it should be a plot twist. Like, for example, all the 8th season were just a nightmare and the characters are living in our world in 2019. But this plot twist should be prepared. So it should enter in the plot. Otherwise it doesn't make sense. No one will invest so much money to make a product placement that doesn't work. If it was, just going back to the theory that it was a mistake and no one cared and no one see it and no one just masks it in post-production because, okay, we know how to do dragons, but we don't know how to mask a cup of coffee and it's too complicated. If it was a mistake, then the company can actually sue the producers, because product placement without agreement of the company, it's not a good thing for them, for Starbucks. So as you see in both cases, it was a mistake or it was a product placement. It doesn't make sense. So what it was, like, why? I don't know. What do you think? I'm completely lost. Like, I don't understand how this is possible. Like, in what parallel world 500 people who are working on the TV show cannot see a cup of coffee? Especially when we know the process and it's not one person who decides. I read on Twitter, someone wrote like, oh, I hope the person who is responsible will be fired. Actually, everyone is responsible. I'm waiting for official comments of HBO and Starbucks. I'm very curious what they will say, what they have to say to us, because I never saw something like this in this type of big budget movies. Yeah, so what do you think? I'm just curious. Write me, leave me a comment below and tell me what do you think and what are your theories and how you react to all of this, because I literally just I cannot wrap my head around this one. So thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video.